Have you ever wanted to know how AI can answer RFPs? That's what I'm going to show today, using the power of AutoRFP.ai and how you can use AI to automate up to 80% of your RFPs. My name is Rob from AutoRFP.ai. Let's jump into it. AutoRFP.ai, we're a software product leveraging the latest models from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google to automate our customers, whether that's technology companies, finance companies, healthcare businesses, in 44 plus countries across the globe, automating their RFPs. But our goal is not just to automate, but to help them win. So let's look at the RFP response market in 2025. We have our legacy RFP software players. That's your Responsive.ios, your Lupios, Qvidians, have been around for 10 plus years and really brought software to the RFP process in managing your subject matter experts and team members, project management, in having a question and answer bank, and using keyword search to automatically copy and paste answers from your content. Then you have a lot of really new Silicon-based Valley AI RFP software. It seems like every week there's a new AI RFP software. Probably no surprise to you watching this video. AI is a great use case for RFPs. There's a lot of new startups in the space. AutoRFP, we're actually in a nice position, having launched 3 years ago before ChatGPT released, and building our product since then with hundreds of customers all across the globe, from Fortune 500 companies to Silicon Valley tech unicorns, using our software every day to automate the mundane. That is what an RFP is, isn't it? It's a bit mundane. What kind of challenges do businesses and team members have when they search for an RFP software? You might be spending, like Amanda here, who is one of our customers, before she picked up AutoRFP, spending a lot of time just answering RFPs. That raw horsepower needed to complete thousands of questions across these large documents, whether it's Word documents, PDFs, Excel spreadsheets, supplier portals like SAP Ariba. Amanda, actually their COO at that company, would spend an entire weekend just answering an RFP. We've all been there. I have as well. Or you might be like one of our customers, Jason, before he picked up AutoRFP, using a lot of time to maintain his legacy RFP software. He had this big content library of questions and answers, and constantly was having to spend time just maintaining that, where he was now spending more time stuck in content nightmare land than actually answering RFPs. It was really challenging. Or you might be like one of our customers, Katie, before she picked up AutoRFP, was spending a lot of time just trying to version control, wrangle subject matter experts to answer questions, and just the speed of collaboration and project management deadlines was really tough. So what AI workflow then automates this entire RFP process? First, people would upload their requirements, those RFP tender documents that you receive from your prospects, in any format they come, whether that's PDF, Word, Excel, a zip file. Upload all that relevant information into the system, and then it'll begin answering with AI those different responses in 40 plus different languages, whether you receive an RFP in German but write answers in English and have it translate back. It uses your data lake of content and AI to find the relevant information to then automate an RFP response to every single requirement and every single question. Then once that's done, you have that highly automated AI first draft. You get your team in there, project manage deadlines, ensure that there's proper oversight on responses from legal, security, pricing, commercials, whoever it is. They're engaging in the product and using it to collaborate and get that winning RFP response. You don't want to just automate, you want to win. And that's where AutoRFP really shines, because as you're writing those winning responses, it just gets better and better over time, constantly learning from your work. Awesome. Let's jump into the product. This is AutoRFP.ai. You can see I have all my different projects. I'm going to create a project, and here is my blank RFP documents. I've got a zip folder that contains 3 different documents in here. Really interesting what's happening right now is we're using Gemini Flash 2.5 to automatically answer any questions in relation to that document. So for instance, I want to know if data needs to be stored in specific geography, and it's provided my answer there. So it's doing an AI go, no go analysis. Then here we have our document. It's got multiple tabs in an Excel spreadsheet. Automatically, the AI has scanned the entire document and picked up every functional and non-functional requirement, everything that's relevant for my cover letter that I'm going to produce in my PDF. And then this Appendix B has some information as well. Then we have our data lake of content in AutoRFP.ai. That might be your web pages, your integrations, 15 plus integrations that AutoRFP can pull in and sync automatically. And the AI is going to use specialized re-ranker models to then ensure that there's the most relevant answer for that specific question. It's much further than just creating something in ChatGPT. I'm not going to do a translation today, but here I would translate if needed, and I create my project. This is where we see the magic really happen. So we have our data lake of information, which is all our content from our business, the context, past RFP responses, and then we have the AI sourcing the relevant information. Then the AI from that information drafts relevant answers, and we have multiple LLMs that then ensure that answer is the best it can be for that response in the entire context of our business and the entire context of the RFP. You can see that it's quickly answering those different RFPs. We can jump into different sections and see, cool, RFP workflow, it's answered. Oh, there's a few questions there that have a lower trust score. Let's jump into to understand why. So that content there is relevant to the search query, but it's 7 months old. I want to make sure that a person reviews and actually submits a new answer for that. So everything in my RFP workflow, I'm going to then assign George to be the editor for that response. George will be able to receive a notification in Slack, in Microsoft Teams, or via email. George will be able to jump in, answer those, and then submit them for my review. So that's how I collaborate seamlessly across AutoRFP.ai. Then across my trust scores, I want to look down and find those that are still generating and any that are lower trust scores, and again, further answer those questions and assign to different team members as relevant. We've got our drop downs that are in the RFP were automatically assigned by the AI depending on the answer. Our responses automatically generate and bring across tables. So I have my service level agreement, my SLA here, answered in a table and generated into the response. Images that you might have in your RFP response will also come through automatically with your content, with the AI generating as well. I want to jump over to my project overview, understand when this project is due, what the AI draft rate was, what my compliance levels are, who is involved in this RFP process, How many do they have a review? Do I need to send any reminders? If I want to add any attachments to include in my submission, so I'm going to include my ROI report, my integrating with Notion doc, and all the different information that I want to include in that submission, I can do so. Then I have my AI assistant. So in answering these responses, I can prompt and write custom prompts to improve that response. I can use my quick writing actions to fix up any spelling or grammar, check for inconsistencies and so on. I can find and search with my AI semantic search to find any relevant content and use those answers as well. Then I can improve that response. Then in my comments, I can discuss with my team, please review this specific part. So then I can comment and collaborate with my team. Once I have my edited response from the AI, I can accept and see where those revisions are and quickly accept that new response. I have a full audit trail of any AI actions as well as people actions over my responses that can restore to previous versions. So you never have a collaboration and versioning issue. Everyone, multiple people at once are working in AutoRFP. And then what I think is one of the coolest things is the AI assistant. With the relevant content and context, I can just chat to the AI regarding my business, regarding this RFP, regarding these requirements, and it can provide answers to help me improve my responses as I work through the RFP. Next, I'm going to approve all my responses because this one is ready to submit. So now, all I have to do is export that RFP. Now, all I have to do is export that RFP. So I click Export All, and the power of AutoRFP and the AI involved here, I'm not fiddling around with those original source documents, inserting or copy and pasting answers. Instead, it is automatically populating those answers in there. We've downloaded our files in those original formats with AI having answered and automated our RFP process. I'm going to jump into it. We have two things here. We've got our customer files, which are those original documents that required answers, and we can jump in here and see all those answers and where they've gone. So across my multiple tabs, we have all my responses and the drop down that's come through for every one of those responses, with me not having to do a single thing, and then I'm ready to submit that Excel spreadsheet with those requirements. I've got my docx as well with the relevant information filled out, and one of the coolest things is I have my cover letter or my proposal that I can include in that process, and this includes all relevant information and additional information on my RFP response. So my export template that I created in Word doc and uploaded to AutoRFP as a template, the AI has then automatically generated answers and responses for my executive summary, for my transmittal letter, and for everything that I want to upload additionally, whether it's a solution overview, whether it's more information about our AI security and privacy, and all that information has come through, and the AI has filled this out. For instance, there's my SLA table that we saw the AI generate earlier, and it's filled that information out, ready for me to then submit and add, includes any images like reviews across Gartner, and all that information has come through, ready to export to the customer. And that's the end-to-end workflow of AutoRFP.ai. From uploading my blank RFP, leveraging my data lake of organizational context and past RFP answers, for the AI then to automatically generate and respond to and automate the RFP process, to collaborating with team members across the entire RFP process, and then exporting to the original customer format and submitting my RFP. There's one really important thing I want to make sure to convey when you're thinking about AI and RFP software. And that is what might be the boring but incredibly important security, privacy, and transparency. At AutoRFP.ai, we pride ourselves on getting security, privacy, and transparency right from day one. Our customers, as I mentioned, in over 44 plus countries, hundreds of businesses from Fortune 500 to Silicon Valley unicorns using AutoRFP daily, have global hosting options across the US, across Europe and Germany, and in Australia for APAC. Everywhere we have global offices, an office in Vancouver, in Stockholm, in Sweden, in Brisbane, Australia, providing 24/6 support across the globe. There is zero training, and I want to make sure this is absolutely clear, zero training on customer data for models. We are not sending any customer data back to the OpenAIs, the Anthropics, or the Googles of the world. Your data, customer data, is your data. The outputs that the AI generates is clearly stated in our service agreement that those are your outputs. You control this data. It's not AutoRFP. We're not secretly building some sort of AI model ourselves based off customer data. We're not secretly trying to hurt our customers in the long term. We build for our customers. AutoRFP is a bootstrapped company, profitable, growing 15% month on month, headcount doubling every 6 months across the demand we have for our solution. And we build it for you, for our customers. We don't build it for venture capital to one day try to sell the company. We don't build it for private equity that are trying to lay off and squeeze every penny from the business. We do it for our customers. That's why we build. And you can find out all that information in our trust center and our legal center as well. If you're interested in jumping along and learning more about AutoRFP.ai, head over to our website. We've got a lot of information there about the business, the product, about our pricing as well. You've got our annual plans across Scale, Accelerate, and Enterprise. We have customers with as little as 24 projects a year, so 24 RFPs a year, to as much as over 1,000 RFPs done every year. The scale all the way in between. You can book a demo and spend time with our team, and they can provide a much more you can spend time with our team, and they can provide a much more detailed breakdown and a customized demo for you and your business about AutoRFP. So head over to AutoRFP.ai today and learn more about it. Thanks. See ya. So head over to AutoRFP today. I'm Rob from AutoRFP.ai, and we just covered off AI and how to automate your RFP process with AutoRFP.ai.